Now we're going to look at solving natural exponential equations. So I just finished doing the natural log equation, so now doing the natural exponential equation. So again, you've got a list of steps here. So first of all, you're going to isolate the e term. So you're going to want that on one side by itself. You're going to take natural log of both sides. In the previous lesson, we did common log of both sides, but we want to do natural log this time because it involves e. Now, this is the property that I had mentioned to you earlier. Here, your base is an understood e, so since these are both e's, it's just equal to your exponent, okay? So that's what I had explained to you earlier, and then after that, you're going to solve for x. Okay, so looking at a couple of examples. All right, as far as step one, you don't have to worry about because your e term, this is what I mean by the e term, it is on one side by itself. Okay, so you're going to start with actually step two, which is to take the natural log of both sides. Okay, now this is where we'll use the property. Your base here is an understood e. So since these are both e's, this side will just simplify to be whatever the exponent is. So all you have to do is bring down the x plus 3. Now last, to get x by itself, you need to subtract the 3. Now a lot of the times when you bring it over here and write it, I'll have a lot of students say, okay, well let's do the 6 minus the 3. But the number that you have here, whether it's after LOG or LN, you can't ever do anything with that number, okay? Meaning you can't ever use it to reduce by, you can't add anything to it, you can't subtract anything from it. So like this is all considered one number, and then you've got the minus 3. Okay, so entering this into the calculator for an approximation. Okay, so enter in your natural log. So natural log of 6. Of course, you have to put the 6 in parentheses, and then put your minus 3. Okay, so that's what it would need to look like in your calculator. So if we round this to 3 decimal places like what we did the other ones, this would be approximately negative 1.208 for an approximation. Now, you don't have to check these because this was not a log equation to begin with. This is an exponential equation to begin with, okay? So you don't have to check it. Okay, one more example. So let's look here at example 2. Now, my first step here, I do have to get my e term by itself because I've got this plus 1. So you would actually need to start here by subtracting 1. So you have e to the 3x is equal to 6. Okay, so now that I have that by itself, now I do take natural log of both sides. Okay, so now using the same property, your subscript here is an understood e, so since these are both e's, then this will just simplify to be just my exponent. And now last, to get x by itself, divide by 3. So I have natural log of 6 divided by 3. Now remember what I told you, you can't do anything with this number, so don't reduce the 6 and the 3 here. So entering this into your calculator, you've got natural log of 6 divided by 3. So your approximation would be 0.597. Okay, now like I said, I've rounded all of these to 3 decimal places. Just make sure that you read your instructions in Math Excel and you round the correct way there.